Well, hello everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? It's Dave here at the Tortuga Resellers, and like I said in the last video, still that name it doesn't roll off the tongue. But the Tortuga, it's kind of an inside joke here at the house, so it's what we use, what I'm sticking to. So tonight's video, as you can see, I've got a fancy new little cheesy PowerPoint to start us off here. I won't bore you with a slide deck, but figured we'd just get into that. I'll have some different content at some point. I haven't got a clue when, but hopefully soon. So June 1st through the 15th, I believe we had 32 sales. Like I've said before, if you don't know me, my name is Dave. Hi, hello, how you doing? I am a part-time reseller on eBay, kind of a hobbyist. Would love to eventually have it be more, but that's definitely not in the cards right now. But part-time, down here in South Texas. Do mostly thrift stores, some garage sales. It's usually estate sales here or there. And turn around and resell it on eBay. So let's get into the sales here. So first one up, we're going to start the video out on kind of a negative, unfortunately. So we sold this, and the guy never paid for it. It was a GSP order, and then they never did anything. So unfortunately, I think that because it was GSP, it took a little bit longer to get it all canceled out. And probably more so because it was myself. I kept trying and trying and trying, because I know with GSP it's a gimme, and they paid full asking price for it. But that's okay. You'll see them again here shortly, these shoes. Next up was this Coral West Ranchwear shirt. When I bought this, the comps on it were, gosh, like $25-$30 for this shirt, but that's one of the first things I bought. I can tell by the terrible picture I've got there. I listed this for months, and I'm kind of at the point where I don't like to keep inventory more than a couple months, so I'll either get rid of it or just keep marking it down until it sells. In this case, it did. I put it up on auction for $3.99, and it went, and after fees and shipping, I broke even on it, and that was fine with me. I was just happy to get rid of it. Same here with this Tory Richard. I was shocked that it didn't actually sell back when I had it listed, and I only had it listed for $10, but nobody wanted it, and so I threw it on auction, and out the door it went. $2.47. Broke even on that one as well. Now this is was lucky enough to find a Jose Bank new with tag shirt. Unfortunately, I think that eBay is just really saturated with Jose Bank. It's almost up there with Polo and Tommy Hilfiger now, where it's just everywhere. But that's okay, because people still buy it. But if it's used, you're gonna have to sell it real cheap. If it's new, you can get some more out of it, like I did. I took a best offer of $15 on this one, and quick $10 bill, so I was happy. This is definitely a bolo for everyone. These Hampton Bay, or really any ceiling fan remote. Obviously Hampton Bay is the big one. But if you can find these, especially if you can find them cheap, I found this one at the Goodwill bins, and I think when it was all said and done, I was into this thing for like 30 cents, and I got $18.99 for it, and it sold within a couple hours. Went really close by. Apparently there's a company about an hour from here that, from what I can tell, they just buy up these remotes left and right, so okay, it's fine with me. This was another Goodwill bins find that I was thrilled. Took a couple offers on this. People were really lowballing it, but I just kind of held out, and sure enough, about 3 days after I listed it, it sold for my full asking price of $40 there. What I should have done with this is I sent it priority shipping because of the weight of the jersey. For some reason, I put $5.50 shipping. I have no idea why I did that. Should have done $7.25. But hey, live and learn. Next up, at the Goodwill bins, there was a whole stack of these new old stock typewriter cartridges, and I only picked up one. And well, excuse me, this is the correctable ribbon, and I only picked up one, and I don't know what I was thinking. I should have grabbed the 5 or 6 that they had there, because they had I think I paid maybe $0.25 for this, and you can see I got $14.95 for it. And I did do free shipping on it, and the only reason I did that is because all the comps, they were all free shipping. And I don't like to do free shipping, because to me it's just kind of a burden. Because, you know, if somebody does turn around and want to do a return, well, then I'm on the hook for it. And most of my items, you'll see I don't do that, though. So, moving on. Got 2 pairs of jeans out of here. These were both at the Goodwill bins too. I was in these probably about $3, which is a lot more than I like to pay for jeans. But you know, these were in good shape, and they were decent brands. So you know, the Carpenter jeans, those sold in about 8 hours of listing them for my full asking price of $12.99, and then the Wrangler ones sold about, what is that, like 10 hours later, 10, 12 hours later, and 9 hours later. I can't do math, apparently. I'm shooting this video at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I have an excuse. It was, what did I take for these? I took $10 for these, which was fine with me. I was happy to go. It's easy money. Bread and butter, as everybody likes to say. Next up, I took, I found these 3 shirts at a Goodwill, and I thought they were really nice. They were all these Neiman Marcus trim fit, and I thought they would do really well. Unfortunately, they didn't as well as I wanted them to. But I did get, I took a best offer of $25 for this, and they shipped in a priority mail padded envelope. Another one I was talking about, this Jose Bank shirt. Took a best offer of $8, which seems to be about the going rate for Jose Bank right now, at least for me. So it went pretty quick. This sold in 3 weeks, I believe. Another pair of cleats. If you've watched my previous video, you know I used to sell these when I was trying to start out on eBay. Did great at first, and of course, you know, being in South Texas, you know, the shoes that do really well for me are football shoes. Baseball, definitely not so much, especially these Trout shoes. They're just taking forever to sell. I sat on these for almost 4 months until I finally sold them. I took a best offer of $20, and I think I lost like 50 cents on these, but I didn't care because I just wanted them gone. Another Goodwill bins find. These were some Mardi Gras beads from Galveston, Texas, from their Mardi Gras celebration. I took a best offer of $12 on these, and they went relatively quickly. In about, I want to say about a week, they sold, and they shipped out in a padded envelope. Now, this thing was very cool. This was an Arnold Air Society. It is a service award. It's metal, and it was heavy. It was still less than a pound, but it was close, right up, just about on. I think it was like 15 ounces when it was all packed up and ready to go. The person bought this, which made me thrilled because I was on vacation at the time, and anyone who has an eBay store knows when you put it on vacation mode, your sales just tank. But unfortunately for me, it didn't. I got the best offer on this. I kind of waited. You get 48 hours for me to make up my mind. I waited on purpose 40 hours to keep the clock extended on my shipping, so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. And but the person also turned around then and took like 4 days to pay me for it. But you know, I didn't complain or anything because I made them wait as well. North Face, size medium shirt. Not a great size, but it finally sold, and I took a best offer of $12 on it. Shipped out in a poly mailer. Cornwell Tools. I found this at Salvation Army, actually. I think it was $3 or $4. I paid for it, so you can see there I really didn't make much money on it. I thought it was going to sell fantastic. Anything from those tool trucks I find tends to do well. But this was just the case. I was almost to the point where I was just going to use it for myself. I thought this will be great to keep some stuff in the trunk of my car, but then lo and behold, it did sold. It got the ka-ching, and so $10 out the door. A couple bucks profit on that. At least I didn't lose money. Another Jose Bank shirt, $8 I accepted. Poly mailer out the door. This was an Adidas Patron polo. Not polo, yeah, polo. Long sleeve polo. It's kind of that material, that dry wicking material. So, not much to say about it. It was took longer to sell than I thought it was going to, especially down here in South Texas. The comps on it were pretty good. They all seemed like they were selling through. There weren't that many that hadn't sold. But it took longer, and I think, what they say, $8, somewhere around there I took for it. I watch a lot of other people's videos, like Garage Flip, Cincinnati Picker. But then I watch some other guys, Thrift School and the Valet Picker, and they do a lot of clothes, and they both had been saying that Untuckit is a brand to look out for. And so I found this one, and they were selling theirs constantly for $35 to $40, and so that's what I had originally listed this at, and it just sat and sat and sat to where I finally started lowering the price and lowering the price. And I think I'd had this for about a month, which isn't too bad. But I was asking $28.48 at the time, and I ended up taking $24 plus shipping for it. So, not bad. This was a stadium giveaway shirt. I actually found 3 of these at a Salvation Army, and I almost bought them, but I was like, no, I'm going to wait. But they were brand new. You could tell they'd never been worn. And so I happened back the following week, and it was 50% off day when I was going there, and they still had the shirts, and I was just very happy. So I grabbed all 3 of them. I got up to the register, and I noticed one of them had a big stain on it. So I was like, man. So I threw it back. And when I did my research on eBay, there was only one other of these posted, and they were selling theirs for they were asking like $30 for it, and it hadn't sold. And I was like, okay, well, this is going to be fantastic because, it's Willie Mays and Frank Sinatra. I'll undercut the guy. And so I had listed it at $20, and then I went ahead and did a weekend sale, or a week-long sale, somewhere around there. And I marked it down to $16.99, and a person sent me an offer for $15, and I took it. Given that I was only into the shirt for 50 cents, I was just very happy. Easy money. 2 leadership textbooks. Just proves that even, 15-year-old textbooks can still make you a little money. I got $8.99 plus $4.25 shipping on that. Another pair of shoes. What was going against these ones, I really think, was the size. And I know a lot of people will tell you that large shoes are very desirable because people can't buy them, but there are Rosses and Marshalls and TJ Maxx's everywhere, and all those places sell very large shoes very cheap. So I think that's why I didn't necessarily do that well with these. Not to mention, size 15 would be great in a basketball shoe, but size 15 in a football shoe, that is a big dude. So, and not necessarily, it's going to be a tall person, and that's not necessarily the best. So, either way, I finally got rid of these, and I broke even on them, which was fine with me. So here we go, 10 days later, after I had relisted the shoes, and they sold almost immediately to somebody else. I still got my full asking price at $24.99, and they shipped out. You can see on these two, so I was still doing 7 1/4 shipping on it, and I was with that just breaking even. So I went ahead and I, live and learn, newbie mistake. But now I've switched it to calculated shipping on those, and it doesn't seem to have hindered anything. I'm still slowly pushing shoes through at about the same rate as I did with these. Another Jose Bank shirt, $8 out the door. And here is a Southern Tide. This is a good brand to keep an eye out for. This took a while to ship, but took a best offer of $15 plus shipping. And that's it for the 15th. I'll come back with the rest of June in another video. Hope everyone is doing good, and that you're being successful in all your sourcing searches, and that you're selling lots on eBay, making that extra money. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Always welcome the comments down in the bottom, and I promise as I make more of these videos, I will get much better at them. But until then, I will see everybody later. Thanks. Bye.